Welcome back to the best bad idea that I've had, ranking the Zelda games. I'm currently streaming through the entire Legend of Zelda series in timeline order over on Twitch, so make sure you follow me there for some live gameplay, discussion, and just an overall good time. This part of the series is hard for me to do because I know that these games rank a lot higher for other people and friendships are about to be tested. Either way, here we go. Ocarina of Time is a classic. It is one of the iconic Zelda games that just about everybody knows and majority of people love. This game is what originally got me to really enjoy story games. I remember growing up with this and watching my brothers play it, and eventually my brothers ended up getting too busy to be able to play video games, and where they left off is where I picked it up, and that was the Water Temple. And so my introduction to playing Ocarina of Time was me doing the Water Temple by myself. So I played through the Water Temple, and after that, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to play this in its entirety by myself. And so I started the game over and actually really enjoyed it. It was such a fun game. It was the music is amazing. I have loved the soundtrack to this game. I love the story of this game as well. And this was the first Zelda game that I had actually played through on my own for the story. This is the game that introduced me to the way that I approach video games to this day. It needs to have a good story, it needs to have great music, and I've got to enjoy myself playing it. And so now, a video game needs to have those three components for me to really get into it and enjoy it. And it's all thanks to Ocarina of Time. So I did ranking Link to the Past higher than Ocarina of Time, and that is because when I was in high school, I ended up taking a vacation and flying down to Arizona to go see my brothers, who were working a job down there at the time. And while I was down there, we stopped by an old video game store. Now, I had known of video game stores like GameStop. I'd never seen those mom pa type shops for video games where it was just old vintage or old retro stuff, and they had old consoles and they had the games and the controllers. This was my first time in an actual video game shop that wasn't like a big GameStop, and it was there that I ended up buying myself my first console, which was a Super Nintendo. Now, I grew up with an NES and a 64, and these were all shared family console. This Super Nintendo was my own that I bought myself, and I ended up getting Super Mario World, Link to the Past, and Batman and Robin. When I got home from that vacation, I hooked up the Super Nintendo, and at this point in time, I had already played Ocarina of Time, and so I wanted to experience more Zelda games. And so I put in A Link to the Past, and I started playing it, and the music was amazing. The story was just great. I ended up playing this multiple times, and I got to a point where I was just doing deathless runs. However, if you did see my most recent playthrough of it, whether it was live on Twitch or in the VODs on YouTube, I got super rusty and I ended up dying a lot. However, the nostalgia is there. I freaking love this game. It is one that I recommend that everybody play. I love it. I love this game.